Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to COD Trendy. Here are 10 weapons that gives you an advantage in COD Warzone. Number 10, Bruin MK9. Despite receiving multiple nerfs, the Bruin is still a very good gun. It's just not broken. Boasting a low time to kill combined with its impressive stability makes it a killing machine. Perfect for keeping targets pinned in cover, the Bruin should not be underestimated despite the damage reduction whilst it has a base 100 round magazine. I actually recommend buffing that down and using the 60 round magazine. It makes the Bruin far less unwieldy at times, allowing you to still put a lot of lead down range while being able to use it in a confined space. However, you want to run a long range weapon to ensure that you can engage enemies beyond the 20 to 30 meter range.
I now have no plate.
Oh, there's a gulag.
I now have no plate.
I'm pushing.
Plates on anyone.
Number 9, Kilo 141. With the AN-94 ending up as essentially useless in Warzone, the Kilo 141 is now the most dominant assault rifle in the game. Boasting a solid time to kill, comically high stability, and decent range, the Kilo is capable of decimating targets between 10 to 40-ish meters. The Kilo's easily controllable recoil makes it perfect for Warzone, as you can stay on target with very little effort. While it may not boast the damage range of the Growl Prairie nerf, the Kilo is still a superb mid-range choice. I strongly recommend this to anyone who hasn't touched this gun. Go into the regular multiplayer and start ranking it up. This is going to be one of the best meta weapons in the game, especially when paired with an MP5 or sniper rifle.
Attachments into the mix to see how they affect them. Because
Number 8, M4A1. Perhaps one of the easiest assault rifles to use in the game, the M4A1 quickly gained popularity after Modern Warfare's initial release. Boasting solid range, stability, and base damage, the M4A1 is great for all skill levels. As for modifications, we suggest a monolithic suppressor, stock M6 grenadier barrel, canted hybrid sights, stipple grip tape, and a 60-round magazine. This will give you more than enough power to bring down multiple foes from a safe range. For a more in-depth look at this gun and while we pick these attachments, you can read our guide.
I think.
7, M13. While this gun lacks the range of the M4A1, it makes up for it with little to no recoil. Great for medium and even long range engagements. The M13 is for those who don't like to fight at a distance. Similar to the M4A1, you will want to run the same modifications as a monolithic suppressor and larger magazine. Just make sure not to lower your aim down sight speeds too much, otherwise you will have a hard time winning 1v1 engagements. Many believe this is the Growl successor, as its diagonal recoil is remarkably easy to control. The M13 is also effective at considerable distances. Just remember that this is not a great weapon for close range fighting. Always pair it with a weapon such as a shotgun or SMG.
Well, this gun is not going to work on multiplayer, and guys, just watch the clip in the background.
Number 6, Ram 7. Another weapon many believe will end up being the successor to the Growl 5.56. The Ram 7 is terrific for those who like to fight at closer to medium ranges. At under 50-ish meters, the Ram 7 has the fastest time to kill of any assault rifle, allowing you to win most duels against opponents. The catch is, the rifle has some serious recoil that might be hard to control at first. Yet, if you master keeping the Ram 7 steady, it's actually extremely useful at around 70 to 80 meters. Even though this is reliant on specific attachments, it is still a weapon worth considering, especially if you're confident in your aim and the ability to keep the gun's kick under control.
Shared across the Kilo, M4, and Growl, so it deals 20.
Number 5, MP5. Currently one of the top meta weapons in the entire game, the MP5 is a powerhouse at short range. A strong middle ground between the AUG and MP7, the MP5 is a generally easy to control submachine gun. While you can use the thermal optics of this weapon, I recommend either the iron sights or a red dot so you can quickly acquire targets. Focus on adding modifications to boost the range and slap on a suppressor so others won't be able to track you on the minimap. It's a solid weapon for close quarter engagements, just don't expect to do any distance fighting with this gun. After about 30 to 40 meters, the MP5 isn't really accurate or powerful.
Range, it takes away some ADS speed and some aim lock and steadiness, but guys, trust me, it's worth using. You definitely.
Number 4, MP7. There's a good chance you've been killed by the MP7 if you play Warzone. This rapid-firing submachine gun is far and wide one of the best in its archetype. Supremely easy to control, the MP7 is a monster at close-range fighting. Slapping on an FFS recon barrel and a 60-round magazine helps balance out the weapon's two major negatives. Just remember, this is an SMG, so don't expect to win any big-range battles. You should be relying on this solely for close to medium-range fights.
So thank you guys, and let me know down in.
Number 3, EBR-14. When it comes to marksman rifles, the EBR-14 is one of the best options available. This highly accurate rifle acts as a nice middle ground between a sniper and an assault rifle, which makes it ideal for most long-range engagements. With the second highest base damage in this archetype, the EBR is terrific for taking down moving targets. The only major downside is that the recoil, which is pretty substantial compared to the other marksman rifles. Because of that, I like to add a Ranger foregrip and the FTAC precision comb stock. For scopes, I prefer the sniper scope, but you can always slap a 3 times on this. Just don't make this your primary weapon since you can't hold a ton of sniper ammo.
I hit him once. You're really gonna go sit in the building? That was crazy.
Number 2, Kar 98K. My personal favorite weapon for Warzone, the Kar 98K, is in a perfect sweet spot between a sniper and a marksman rifle. It's terrifyingly strong if you can hit your shots, allowing you to quickly break a foe's armor and down them. Perfect for long-range engagements, the Kar 98K is a high-skill weapon that demands practice and patience. If you're unable to consistently land headshots, then I recommend the EBR-14, as it's a little more forgiving despite not hitting nearly as hard. Just make sure to run a sniper scope with this weapon, otherwise you're going to be at a pretty noticeable disadvantage.
He's been hit.
Again.
Just beaming.
Number 1, HDR or AX50. We're going to cheat with this last entry and just include both the HDR and the AX50. Both are superb options that have very minuscule differences that won't dramatically impact your performance in Warzone. So as long as you're not using the Dragunov, both snipers do a fantastic job of filling the long distance role. For those wanting more damage, pick up the AX50, while the HDR has slightly better range and accuracy. Thermal scopes are the most popular choice, but these can be a little tricky to use at longer distances. Make sure to add a suppressor so you can remain off the radar while you try to harass an unsuspecting enemy team. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them.